Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy get astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we are discussing the Saturn Square Uranus dynamic. And if you are somebody who's been feeling this, understand that you are not alone. Everybody has been feeling this. What is this? What is Saturn Square Uranus? Saturn Square Uranus is all about tension between what is old and what is new. The old is Saturn. Saturn is always what is tried, true, tested, put through the test of time, put through the test of severance and age, and Uranus. It's the battle between these two energies. Uranus, liberation. Uranus, Prometheus, right? That's an archetype we hear associated with Uranus a lot. It's all about the liberation of knowledge and higher knowing and spiritualization, because Uranus is about those things. And so I wanted to chill with y'all today and talk about this a little bit. And if you are new here, welcome. You can subscribe to this channel. I do put out a video every single day of the week. And to everybody who does support it with a like, it's super groovy because it's like a free way to give me just a high five back for making the content. So thank you for those of you who support the channel that way. It's like a really dope, easy, free thing to do. So I appreciate that, because I'm giving you the good knowledge and whatnot. It's the cool thing to do. Reciprocity, you know what I'm saying? So just the dates for y'all on this, so the context that we're sitting in, this is going to be happening again a third time. This is a 3-part kind of activation of Saturn square Uranus. It happened for the first time in February of this year, 2021, okay? And now, as I say, it's happening again today, so June 14th, and you'll be feeling it throughout the week. This isn't something that's just going to be oh, I felt it for a second and now it's just totally gone. That's not really how that works. It's more of a bit of a lingering impact that you're likely to feel, right? And it's again going to happen around Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. The 20 is it the 24th? Yeah, the 24th of December. So we're in for a different kind of energy. We're in for a very liberated. I thought it was the 29th of December. Regardless, it's the end of the year, December. And, we're in for a lot of energy right now, y'all. This is the like I say, it's the aggression between what is tried and true and old and authoritative and systematic and grounded Saturn, and what is new and liberated and free and young and genius and innovative and also technological. It can be. It doesn't have to be technological, but it can be. So, there's that. And it's also the need to break free from those systems that confine us and hold us back. So when you're at an abusive job, that's very much so a thing where if you leave it, that could be considered to be a Saturn Uranus, square actualizing itself. You could be realizing that you need to liberate yourself from a job under Saturn square Uranus. This could be young people, Uranus, rebelling against Saturn government system structures that have been in power for a long time. Saturn square Uranus is the idea of innovation is at odds with classic inherited structures and systems and beliefs. Saturn. And just as much, it could be systems and structures at a loss for ends with how to manage technology or being threatened by technology. And technology could be threatened by the governmental systems, or this is not always an at odds thing. It can be a shadow aspect. A lot of astrologers don't really talk about that. Unfortunately, I think if more of us did, more people would have more practical, grounded ways to apply this to our lives. So another way that this can manifest is the bad use of technology by governments, the infiltrative use of technology by governments. And we already see that with governments like China, for example. And let's be real, it's happening all over. Data tracking and so forth. So there's a bit of that, what are we creating, 1984 here, kind of energy with Saturn square Uranus. And, we're going to see manifestations of this probably this week, within the next couple weeks. And again, in a big, bold way at the end of the year and at the beginning of next year, because that's when it's happening again. So, I just want to put you up on that. And again, things you can expect are the need to break free of abusive or otherwise not groovy relationships, the need to liberate yourself through going away, because Uranus is like liberation and Saturn is endings. So you could like cut a thing and end up liberated from another thing. And that's very much so like, this is a square energy, y'all. So it is tense. Don't expect it to be rainbows and sunshine. It's a square and it's going to be, tense, and it's between fixed signs. So this could be very much so about, being too fixed, and these systems and these structures and these governments being like really just like super like really fixed and just kind of like too stuck in their ways, if you will. And Saturn being the classic and the tried and the true, and Uranus being the innovation, it's almost like innovation may not be doing true justice either. And this could be the perversion of innovation in a certain regard. It doesn't have to be that innovation of technology is always a good thing. Technology can take on many different forms. And just like anything, just like power as a neutral energy, it can be good or bad in its manifestation. So when you see a powerful aspect like this in the heavens, and you see two planets engaged in a square conversation and fixed signs, this is an indicator that you're going to see a lot of really fixed, rooted, firm, maybe too stuck in their ways kind of energy at odds. And also it could just be the shadow aspect, like I was saying earlier. So there's going to be a challenge to figure out. There's like a need to reconcile. There's a need to come to some type of a liberated, freer, more like open kind of like space in yourself and in your life. So just be aware that when you get the like memo from the universe, like, oh snap, I need to quit my job. Oh snap, this liberation needs to happen. You might not be doing that right now. You might be doing that in December. You might be doing that in December, the last time this comes around. You know what I'm saying? But now might be the time that you got the cosmic memo. You just got the cosmic memo because it just happened. You know what I'm saying? And it happened again in February. So track for yourselves, y'all. What happened in February of this year? What happened now? What's happening right now as you watch this video in your life? Okay. And then do it again in December and see what is it, because whatever it is that's happened in February and is happening again now, it's part of a cycle. It's part of a rhythm. It's the cadence of the cosmos. You feel it's all about how the planetary energies are playing themselves out in their own rhythm, in their own time. And because of that, we are going to see manifestations in our lives that reflect that. So inside of us is the need to rebel, is the need to innovate, is the need to advance beyond what has been the status quo. And it's also the need to perhaps uphold heritage and legacy in the process in some type of way. And also to honor both age ranges that are discussed or touched by this energy, the older and the younger. Like the youngest and the oldest is kind of a bit of the energy that I see like playing out with this. And the signs like Taurus is all about earth, right? So earth innovation, and Aquarius and shadow vibration is all about the that 1984 kind of thing that we were talking about, like the panopticon government. You know what I'm saying? So it is like, why is Bill Gates buying up all the farmland right now, and why is he putting in all of these data computer systems into the soil themselves, the soil itself, in order to track all the micronutrients and the hydrological events and the weather and stuff, because you have to ask yourself these questions. He's buying up all of this farmland, and he's putting in all these tracking systems, and he's collecting more data than any good farmer has ever used, you know what I'm saying, on their land. And there's always a reason for these sorts of things, you know what I'm saying. And when you see this energy playing out, for example, Saturn square Uranus, this could be very much so a shadow vibration of government showing its head. And again, through the manipulation that technology can provide. And that is because Uranus is, squaring Saturn from the sign of Taurus. So especially as it relates with earth themes such as that. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, girl? So, that's really what this Uranus square Saturn is about. And I think that like the innovation through the earth is going to be a theme. If we don't see it now, we're going to see it, you know, coming in. We're going to see it coming in December. So it's really just like it could be for the better way, it could be for the liberated way. Like, let's talk about positives of this. It could be like geothermal technology, it could be like geodomes, or just like more earth compatible technologies being integrated, being talked about, being encouraged. Maybe governmental systems are being encouraged to use these. Maybe at a local level, your local authority, your municipality or whatever, is starting to integrate more of these sorts of innovative things. Or maybe you're finding yourself a part of a collective or a group of people, Aquarius, Saturn and Aquarius, who are innovating with various forms of earth tech, Uranus and Taurus. You see what I'm saying? Square. So I think that that's going to be like a theme. And also just watch out for frankenfood. Watch out for like GMOs. Watch out for, just like unfair, unhealthy like practices. Just don't like fall into that, and eat good. Eat good, healthy, clean food, because your nervous system will be impacted by whatever type of food you put in your body. Taurus is the food sign, Uranus is the nervous system energy, and that could have an effect in terms of how you actually feel. It always does, but it could have even more so of an effect at this time, and even like in December again. So just focus on how you can liberate your soul. Feel on how is a really grounded, tangible way, and also like a conscious way, because we have Aquarius energy at the table, we have Taurus energy at the table. How can you mesh those two energies to produce a positive outcome? How can you mesh those two energies to produce a healing liberation? Because when you have Uranus, it needs to liberate, and when you have Saturn, it needs to be functionally grounded, and also Taurus is functionally grounded. So there's like stability shakeup vibes. And let's not forget, this is mutual reception, even though it's in a square energy, because Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, right? And it's not like mutual reception by the language, so don't like get it twisted. I'm not saying Venus is making an aspect with this, but I'm saying like I don't know I don't know what term we would call this, but the phenomenon is that the two rulers of Aquarius are squaring each other, is what I'm getting at. So mutual reception would have been if Venus, the ruler of Taurus, was in an aspect with Saturn, and basically they would be in each other's sign, but we're not talking about that. Never mind. So the point is, though, it's like the two rulers of Aquarius are at odds. And what does that mean? Well, the two rulers of our social liberation, of our social justice, of our sense of what is right and what is wrong, our sense of what defines us as a culture, as a people, as a one world people. And you might find there are efforts that are more transparent about a one world government. That could be like a big drop, a big mic drop at the end of 2021 when December comes. That could end up being a really big mic drop moment where they're just like, yeah, by the way, we know aliens are real, and we already told you that, but now we're like, we want to put you in one world government. That could be some crazy stuff that happens. And, that could lead to some sort of revolution or rebellion. In a worst extreme case, I think that that's how it could go down the end of this year. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is not like childlike, playful energy. This is like your nervous system it could be freaking out. Your vibes could be freaking out, and you're going to want freedom. And I'm not anticipating like heavy stuff like that, but it's definitely at minimum. There's a tech thing, and there's could be like a weird chip thing, or this could be related to the whole penetrating your skin thing that y'all know I'm not about. I do not recommend. I just don't. I know enough to know that I don't recommend that. And you know what? Everybody makes their own choices. You know what I'm saying? And that's your choice to make. But I know my choice, and I know what I would recommend to everybody I care about. And I would say, don't do that shit. But it's up to you. You got to make your own life choices. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it could be about that, though. You understand? Because this Aquarius thing, this is a new way. This is a new I don't want to use like keywords. This is a new concoction. You understand? This is a new brew. This isn't the original kind of approach to what we have previously seen with this sort of skin penetrating thing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a sort of new brew where it is responding to your body's evolution, okay, in such a way where it's changing things within the body itself. If you do your research, this is why I'm calling it a new brew. And so anyway, I don't personally feel that that is what needs to happen within this vessel. My vessel is tried and true through thousands and thousands of years of ancestral, lived experience, and whatever is destined to meet me will meet me, and I will meet it with my holistic wellness and center in my spirit, understanding that my time comes when it's supposed to, and that at the end of the day, all I can build is my holistic wellness, and that this body is a blessing in that it has been through much more than what even this body in and of itself has been through. Because I got DNA, just like you got DNA, from badass people who lived before us and have been through a lot harder things on this planet than what we're seeing now. So I'm not dismissing anybody's lived experience or anybody's challenges, or by all means, I'm not trying to sound like I don't have empathy, but I'm saying we could see some serious next level 1984 crazy governmental attempt at like really going hard against the commoners, against the people, against us in, now and again in December. And December is when it can really like rear its head, if it hasn't already by then. So remain free and remember that you were born to be free, and you were born to have choice, and you were born to be sovereign. You were not born to be a slave. You were not born to live confined by a system. You're meant to live your life, and you have to live your life. You understand? You have to live your life, and you have to be free within your own sovereign sense of what is true and just. And it's important not to let systems or authority bog us down with that. And, it's important to remember that freedom is your birthright, and you're entitled to that. And nobody can take away your power at a level like that unless you allow it. And this is revolution times, kids. So this is, you're going to have to take a stand. And if you're a parent, you might have to take a stand for your kids. And if you're, Saturn square Uranus, adult square young energy, you might have to take a stand and help them remain sovereign, you know what I mean, and not do something because it's mandatory, such as that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're gonna come up with, y'all, but it's fixed signs, and it's real shaky energy in fixed signs. So whatever it is, it's gonna firmly shake things up. You understand? And Uranus, is unstable and unpredictable, and it is related to this tech, and it is related to this new advancement that we've been talking about today. So just be aware that there's always innovation, and that innovation, like any power source, any power has both a high and a low vibration to it. And not everything is all one, and not everything is all the other, but everything is somewhere in that spectrum. And when you see something that is posed as the next best solution to everything related to Mother Earth, understand that that is through one lens, and that oftentimes when technological intervention, as you and I understand tech, right, is not necessarily the best solution when it comes to earth-based problems, like tangible soil, earth. Trust me, I know a thing or two about earth, and as an element, you understand? And it is badass. So it's more about understanding earth technology than it is conquering earth. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what this energy is gonna show us, really, at a deep level. And those of us who are earth workers, whether that's in our own gardens, you understand, or our own communities, okay? Those of us who are earth workers, however we resonate with that label, however we meet that label, we're going to be feeling like it's time to liberate our structures. It's time to liberate our systems. I'm talking to all the earth people, all the gardener, the community people, the people who work with natural energy, anything like that, working with the earth, like healers that work with the earth, herbalists, any of those people, landscapers, even people who are like working with the earth. Y'all are being asked to wake up now and to rise up and to help us build a new structure, because Uranus and Taurus is that. It is the earth awakeners. It is the rainbow warriors, and it is squaring Saturn. what has been tried and true. And, these are, again, the two rulers of Aquarius. So this is about, how do we innovate to liberate? Don't innovate to enslave, because that's the shadow aspect of Aquarius. Y'all understand? That is in the 1984. They're like literally trying to put you in like this panopticon weirdo society where you always got a camera on you, you always got a satellite on you. And that's not what this future needs to be like that. You understand? With Uranus and Taurus, it's awakening Earth technology. This isn't through a GMO. Don't get it twisted. Earth technology is deeper than you and I have ever even been begun to talk about in school. They didn't even begin to teach us about that in school. Earth technology is so deep and so sacred, it has tested the test of time and beyond. Like Earth technology, every problem that you could possibly imagine, this Earth that we were born onto has a solution in it. This Earth that we were born into, it has a solution built into it. This Earth would not bring us a problem if it did not inherently also possess the solution to that problem, because that is how spirit operates. You know what I'm saying? And as challenging as it seems in terms of the times that we are in right here and now on this planet, understand that it is time to liberate, and you will see divisiveness play out in the future. Because, as I say, this transit happened in February of 2021. This transit is happening again right now, and the transit will happen for a third and final time until way down the road, right? In December of this year, 2021. And we're going to see something really start to come to light. And we're already starting to see it, aren't we? Aren't we starting to see in the media how there's been deception around this thing that I've been talking about, that I can't even use the words for anymore because the words of social liberators have been suppressed? Saturn Square Uranus. Bum, bum, bum. Astrology is real. Astrology is real. So, I got to talk to you like I'm trying to just not talk about something when I am, because that's how the world is working these days. You understand? And understand that we've been talking about tech, we've been talking about Aquarius, we've been talking about interfaces like this on the social media, on the web. So this is the world that we're entering into, and there's going to be a appropriate application of technology, like this sort of technology, in the context of Earth. But don't allow, what I want y'all to really resonate with right now, don't allow the advancement to detach us from the sacred Earth technology that has proven far more durable than the stuff that we recognize as tech. Don't dismiss the sacred nature of the ancient ways. Capricorn and Saturn, and it rules Capricorn, and Saturn rules Aquarius, and these are tried and true energies as well. Like, this is an Earth energy, and Taurus is an Earth sign. So Earth and innovation, they do have to meet. But Aquarius, again, there's two vibrations you can see this manifesting as, everybody. The high vibration of to liberate. Let's innovate to liberate, and use and work with Earth in a way that is compatible, that is self and mutual serving. And also the second way is to be more like confining and punitive and really like weird and like trying to impose like confines and like inappropriate leveling, you know what I'm saying, across the society. So don't fall into that. Don't fall into technology will save us all, because technology, if you're defining it like robots and microchips, it's not going to save you. It's going to harm you. Mark my words. It's not going to save you. It's not. And what needs to save you is your connection with this planet. That's what will save you. Because guess what? You are not a robot. You are not a machine. You, my friend, are carbon-based life and are older than any of this stuff. You understand? You are far older. You have evolved through far more effort, far more strife, far more advancement than this stuff could ever even fathom. This stuff is a construction. This stuff doesn't have a soul. It might be smarter than us. It doesn't have the soul technology that we have the ability to possess. When a solar flash comes, we'll still be here. This won't. You understand? So I guess that's the message I want to leave you with today. Innovate your own, awaken your own Earth spirit. Uranus and Taurus, babe. You know what I'm saying? Wake up your inner Earth spirit. Subscribe if you haven't already. Daily content out here. Like the video if it brought you value at all whatsoever. And with that said, thank you. And through next time. Until next time. May the stars be with you. Peace. Stay free, groovy beings. Yeah. Freedom is your birthright.